Every single person, if you're black, white, Hispanic, or Asian, you're black. Because black is not a color. That is another DVD. That is another video. Okay. So yeah, that's why they don't want you really liking the number 13, Friday the 13th, and you know the 13 this and the movie the 13 Ghosts, and you see the movie the 13 Ghosts and the 13 one of the monkeys and the 12 monkeys and all that stuff in the movies. They tell the truth in the fiction movies. Always remember, people, when you watch the movies from here on out, watch the movies and pay attention to the dialogue, not the graphics, but pay attention to the dialogue in the movies. And they're gonna always tell you some tidbits of truth that you must grab out of them. That's how Lucifer, the devil, works. And we all have a possibility to be a devil or a god. It just depends on what energy you choose to identify with the most. Okay? Moving right along. The number 7. Now we all know that the Bible said that the earth was made in 7 days, and that's why we have 7 days in a week. But contrary to popular belief, the 7 is really the representation of the 7 stars of the Great Bear Ursa Major. Okay? And just to show you, you know, that 7 is really important as model. After that, right, you got the 7 days in a week, but in the Bible you had the 7 spirits of God. In the Old Testament you had the 7 eyes of God. In the casino, when you go to the casino, matter of fact, you go buy a lottery ticket. You might find a lucky 7 like they got down here in Louisiana. But go in the casino has 777 is the jackpot. It's the reason because of that. In the Bible, in the Old Testament, Lamech, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Lamech was either Noah's brother. I can't think of it right now, but he lived to be 777 years, okay? So now you have the 7-headed dragon with the 7 crowns. In Revelation, you have the 7 churches with the 7 seals and the 7 angels. In Revelations, you have Pharaoh in the dream in the Old Testament of his 7 fat cows, his 7 skinny cows, and 7 ears of corn. And in the Old Testament, Balaam, you had to sacrifice 7 oxen and 7 ram on 7 altars for Balaam. So we know, and this is just some tidbits out of the Bible. They got way more 7s. You know, they say, the Lord forgives you 70 times 7. In Islam, they say in the paradise you will get 70 virgins. Okay, this is, if anybody knows Islam and Christianity, they are brother and sister. Okay, we know that Islam is a direct, but Islam is has a whole chapter dedicated to the Zodiac, and we know that 85% of the characters, 90% of the characters in Islam are the same characters in the Bible. Okay, so now we know that Zodiac is really real. Okay, number 8, my point number 8, which is an important point. 10. Okay, I'm about to show you a breakdown about this 10. Okay, our ancestors divided time partly based on the 10 digit of the 2 hands. So that's why you got 2 hands on the clock. Okay, and it goes around. Okay, the Egyptian Tek, or T-E-K, or T-K, right, or Tekka, right, which later became decimal and decade and decan, right, means to cross or join together. So that's the sign for Tek, which is later became the sign for Dec. That's why you got decimal. That's why you got decade. That's why you got decan. And X. That's why the Roman numeral X means 10. Okay. So now, remember that word cross. Okay. X equals 10. Okay. Calendar had 10 days to the week. They done robbed us out of 3 days. We used to have 10 days in a week, and it used to be 3 days. 3 weeks in a month. 10 days in a week, 3 weeks in a month. That's what it used to be. Our ancestors had it that way, but we've been disillusioned in the matrix, right? And we believe everything backwards. And if you're living backwards, you're evil. Why? Because evil is live backwards. Love is evolve, right? Okay, lived is devil. So if you're living backward, you're a devil. You're evil. There's nothing wrong with getting back in tune with nature. But if you're living outside of nature, you're not following the cosmic order. That means you're evil. Okay. So now, when you get into it, so yes, our calendar in Canada had 10 days to the week. In a year of 36 divisions, hence 360 days. Why we have 365 days? And why are they doing all this leap year and all this stuff, taking hours away and adding days and taking hours and adding hours, okay? That's to keep you all balanced and keep you out of tune with nature. That's why you gotta start eating right and start thinking right and start getting back in tune with nature, okay? Into 36 divisions, and it was 12 north, 12 south, and 12 center. Notice how it didn't go east and it didn't go west. Why? Because centered is what we need to be. We don't need to be too far to the left. We don't need to be too far to the right. We need to be centered. And centered also represents the chakras. And I'm going to get deep off into the chakra talk because we need to learn what the chakras are. We need to learn what the chakras are. So I'm going to teach you how to activate your chakras and how you can get vibrating like I'm vibrating. I've been vibrating for a while now. Okay? So now, and this is where this is where you get the 10 Commandments. The 10 tribes of Moses, right, that were traveling with him in the wilderness. The 10 horns of the 7-headed beast in Revelation. The 10 plagues and the 10 virgins, right? The 10 plagues of Egypt and the 10 virgins, right? Okay, the 10,000 men that Samson slew with the jawbone of an ass. The 10,000 men that Simeon and Judah slew. The 10 concubines that David had, and there are more 10s. These are just the ones that I scribbled, scratched, and wrote out of my brain, right? So, yeah, man, and back in 10, another reason why 10 is important, because it is life, eternal life, and I'm going to show you why, eternal life. Nobody knows when this came about. Nobody knows. Its origin is a mystery to Egyptologists, okay? And it's the reason why its origin is a mystery to Egyptologists, because there is no origin you can't find life's origin. You can't find Creator's origin, okay? And it is multi-dimensional meaning. It has multi-dimensional meanings, okay? And just to give you a few of the meanings why it's 10, why that 10 is important, because 10 is the triple entendre, or what I like to call a trinity, okay? Because 10 is capable of being a letter, I-O, right? A symbol, a line, and a circle, right? And a number, a 1 and a 0. This is 10. And this is what that represents. The 1, look at the 1. Man, which represents man, phallus. And the 0, which represents what? The woman, the womb of man. And I'll prove to y'all why women came before men. And at one time, it was nothing but women on the face of the planet. I bet you y'all ain't gonna, I'm gonna mess y'all head with that one. Okay, and the crossing, and the crossing of the crossing of the two, that's why the women got the X chromosome, crossing of the two produces what? Life eternal as we know it. Okay, so, and this is where the Christians get their cross from. This predates any religion. Okay, so now this is not just this is science, this is knowledge that I'm giving y'all. This is things that y'all can go back and no knowledge can trump it. Ask anybody to debunk this video, the knowledge that I'm giving in this video. Huh? That's how I'm coming. Okay? Moving right along, how nature shows us again, it's modeled out of the Zodiac, how babies are born in what? 36 weeks. They were at 36 division, right? Huh? It takes 9 months, right? The 9 times the 4 is 36. 6 plus 3 is 9, but 6 times 3 is 18. That's why when you become 18, they say you're grown, they say you're an adult. Huh? And a woman's cycle, which is really 30 days, but they chopped it up with the besting up the days and said it's a 28-day cycle when they added 4 to the months. Okay? Now, with that being said, I would like to thank y'all for watching this, man. I hope I didn't bore y'all. I hope y'all got some good knowledge out of this, man. And I love y'all with infinite love, and be tuned for the next video coming from me or my brother God Dino. Man, this your boy Prophet. This the God Prophet, man. Y'all can follow me on, you can follow us on Twitter at Eternal Prophet 8. You can follow me on Instagram at Prophet 504. Okay? You can follow me on Facebook, by my government name, man. I'm wide open as a book. Rance Dunbar, RANCE DUNBAR. You can follow me on Facebook, man. I love y'all once again. Peace out.